What's going on, y'all, man? It's your boy Dre Onyx. You already know. I'm not even wasting no time. Hold on. I'm not even wasting no time. Uh-oh. 1 second. 1 second. Give me a second. Wait. Stay right there. Wait. Hold on. Wait. So eager and so hyped to get a video out for you guys. Am I all right? Oh. Let's go. Let's do it. All right. The level of disrespect. You know, too much. I ain't gonna say too much. Breaking down everything that need to be broken down, like anybody else is breaking it down. But the badge plugs, the Joe Noses, they're involuntarily building hype. They can sound as biased as possible, as nonchalant as possible. You're building hype towards the game. Just off you reacted to it in general is building hype towards the game. Yeah, see right here. Oh, hold on. Tyree Halliburton, bro. Once again, Tyree Halliburton sounded like he had the strap to him, to his hip, to his shoulder. Something is Tyree Halliburton literally is reading off a script, but it really do not sound natural. So he definitely needs to work on that. Even though he's a basketball player, he's not made to read off scripts or nothing. But you can really tell when something's free flowing and when something sounds like it's forced. I'm not saying he forced it. He's clearly reading off a dotted line or something. But I'm just saying Tyrese Halliburton. Anyways, so they changed the layout. It's the same game. That's what nobody has said yet. It's you people are saying yes, it's the same builder. No, it's the same game. It's the same game. Take the 5 out and put a 6. You're not. You people are looking at these things and these elements and you know the badge this and you can lock a category that and you can do all this. You guys, it's the same game. You can make the same build. You can do the same things. You can look at relevant badges, badge builder by whatever you want on your player, and the game can somewhat figure it out for you. But just the same, it's the same game, bro. When it comes down to everything, like looking at some of these builds, like looking at Magic Johnson, right? I'm seeing everything. I'm seeing the height at 6'7", 225. Like, I'm seeing with a 7'1" wingspan. That's not Magic. It's not Irving Magic Johnson. It's not him. That's somebody with, you feel me? That's not him. But this is a build right here with high post control. So just to show you guys, there's a template. This is a template build. This is a guy with high post control, right? He got high playmaking, obviously, 6'7". And this is just one of many. And then I skip further along, looking at the face creations. I'm going to do this based off of what I see, so you guys just know everything is live. Face creations. I see some new faces in the game. But what do I also see? New faces with old hairstyles. It is bad, man. Like these hairstyles we've had for the last 3 or 4 years. Can we get some massively updated hairstyles within the game? Wicks, dreads, waves, curls, you feel me? Taper fades, all like true looks. Because every single default look in the game is quite literally the same hairstyle. Going on over here to seeing your build and looking at the requirements that your build may need or may not need. It don't matter. It don't matter. This build that they made had no shooting. They just put up some fucking stats, obviously. This build had no shooting, all layup, playmaking, and steal. That's all it had. But as you guys see what ratings cost a lot, you guys see what the game is basically predicated on, and really, what are you? It's more now than ever. What are you going to make out of it? Because nobody's making this is like a 6'3" build. Nobody's making a 6'3" build, lowest wingspan, with 99 layup, no 3-point shooting, no shooting abilities at all, high playmaking, high steal. Nobody is doing that. No dunking whatsoever. Nobody. So these are just a quick screenshot to show you guys what the game is doing. And yes, my mouse is on the screen. Duh, I know. But showing the passing styles or the moves or, it's showing like all of this is stuff that is already in the game. You just see it faster now. That's all they did. It's the same thing. And you guys, there's nothing new. They got even a keyword, type in the keyword of a player and whom you want to play like or be like or etc. and so forth within the game and find their animations, etc. and so forth. And my biggest thing is when looking through some of this stuff, I saw height under 6'10", bro. The only thing I paid attention to was height under 6'10". In this builder, my biggest concerns or biggest struggles with this builder and being in the style of playing a game like this is what can a 6'10" and a 6'11", 7-footer build do? And by the way, they try to bring up some shit. Oh my God, you can make 7'4s now. You feel me? That's a bit, you know. I'm not about to hold y'all. Like, nobody, like, making a 7'4" build on NBA 2K, bro. Name how many 7'3s you can, unless it's been for content, not a damn soul made a 7'3". Niggas are going to make a 7'4" just for the content. That's it. But they won't say that to you. They're going to be like, oh my God, my build is going to be devious. You're going to be out there with a 25 fucking speed for real with no strength on your build trying to be Victor Wembanyama. You feel me? You're going to have to learn how to dribble. You're going to be slow as fuck regardless. They only making you make a 7'4" build so you can make your post scoring really high. Like, it's not hard. 7'4" post score. That's all you're used for. That's it. That's it. You can't do anything else. You're too slow to do anything else. You know, like 1 inch, like, if they were like, hey, you can be 7'1", or not 7'1", 7'4", but you can find a way or work a way out to get like a 77 speed or a 75 speed on your build with 70 agility on your build. Now we're talking, because now I know I'm able to at least move if I sacrifice for speed on my build at that height. But at this rate, bro, I'm going to have a 50 speed on them. And you may say the build may be viable or usable and shit like that. It don't matter if I can't get down the court. It don't matter if I can't get down the court in time. It don't matter. If you got people making builds like this, the 7'4" build, right? But you max out his wingspan and he gets 60 or 71 3-pointer. Just because my arms are long within the game doesn't mean I won't be able to shoot threes or be able to shoot threes any less. This is why I don't like necessarily 2K. And they try to make this shit like it was a point or something. So I do and don't like this because it's cleaner, but I do like seeing like the background of the players who are my shades and stuff like that. Seeing something like this, like, oh, the go-to badges and my player abilities and stuff like that. And they said, like, we made it so you can see now what your weaknesses are. We could already do that when we was making our fucking build. There's a lot of people that already made point guard builds that knew damn well they wouldn't be able to pass. Adding this feature, I wouldn't say was a waste of time. However, it was a waste of resources. But it's like, oh, since you added it or you added it here, it's like, it's not a bad thing. It's not any one bad thing. You just, oh, you know, it's one of those type things. Like, oh, okay, cool, sure, I'll live with it. You know, other than that, it's just stuff. Seeing everything on it as well, and then you can still test your builds. So like, there's nothing that's in the way that seemed a bit off. They try to tell you, you know, the game is automatically going to put on the best animations for your build right away, so you don't have to go and search for them. Well, you're putting the best animations on for the build, but what are the best animations in the game? There's going to be people spamming Curry behind the back now again. There's going to be people trying to spam momentum, hopefully, because I want to be one of them guys that spam momentum. I do. But you created me once again in this space, in this light. Whereas, like, you got everything as default small when it comes down to the layup package. So we're seeing what the layup packages look like. Nobody talked about that. Everything is the same right now, but really, once again, you can go in as a small guard. This is why I'm saying small guards are going to be so overpowered this year. You guys really don't understand how overpowered they are going to be this year. But being able to put on normal layup as Kyrie Irving, then go down, go to Steph Curry, then go down, put on Jalen Brunson or Devin Booker as my floater, and then going down quick scoopers back to Kyrie Irving over whoever is the fastest in terms of layups, and then Euros, I'm able to put on somebody who creates the highest or the largest gap when trying to do a Euro, something like James Harden on my build, and be able to be a dog, be a big dog at that. But then when it comes down to shooting, when it comes down to looking at everything, just know you're getting there's nothing that you will have in this game, or there's nothing that you couldn't get in this game that you couldn't get on 2K25. Looking at this stuff, like, oh my God, you can lock a feature and get it, or some shit like that, so you don't lose where your point is. It was stuff so stupid in the game, but look at this shit. I mean, this is another prime example of looking at a build and everything with it. This build got dunk, mid-range, low three-pointer, which is, since it's going to be the same game again, you'll be able to shoot with a low three-pointer, no defense, and it's damn near at max. Damn near not at max, but almost. But you guys are kind of somewhat seeing where everything is. How would you guys feel about these 99 overalls, these shades of ISO Savant? Like, this is a template build. What? Can't finish above the rim? That's it. Can't finish. You can't fucking drive. I'm looking at all this stuff. It is like I'm sitting through it, and I want to be happy for y'all, bro. And I don't want it seem like I'm complaining. I'm not really complaining about nothing, but once again, an area where people were adding false sense of hope, false sense of excitement to the game. It makes a lot more sense now. I tell you that. It makes a whole lot more sense than it once did. Because now there are people that are able to get their max plus ones and max plus twos. So now if you reaching gold, and then if you reach the right badge to gold, now I can put that bitch on. I can put that bitch on legend if at all possible. Or if I'm able to get a badge at least on bronze, say on a 6'11 build, I'm able to get lightning launch on gold at 6'11. Come on now. Let's be realistic. Let's think about it. Let's really think about it, bro. So you can create the build or the monster that you want. However, you got max plus ones that are permanent and max plus twos, well, that, you know, once you get, can be unpermanent. But also, for your category, in this specific case, this person selected shooting as your category, as your specialist category. Now you can max plus two, probably something else. Because if I'm able to max plus two something, and then you're telling me in my shooting category, I can move that up even more, that'll be crazy. So badges will quote unquote be insane, but not necessarily to the point where it's so overpowering. But you guys are seeing like these clutch badges and nobody's using that shit. That's just something that they revamped. And once again, this is, you know, build specialization, Jones, shooting, defense, playmaking, and all this other stuff about you're earning a shooting cap breaker. You're only unlocking a cap breaker for that category though. And these goals and shit can be knocked out in a day. I want y'all to know that. If they made it so you can get whatever you get and knock it out in a day or two, it can be knocked out in a day or two. Or you hit one goal and then it restarts. Win 100 games with 5 or more jump shots made in each win. Like, it's tedious. A lot of this stuff is tedious, and that's what was going to make it worth it at the end of the day. But, you know, getting all these categories, like, it's not like you can't qualify for all the categories. All you can do is pick one. That's it. All you can do is pick one. Defense, this person didn't qualify for. Rebounding, that person didn't qualify for. You made a guard. Not supposed to have that much defense. Not supposed to have that much rebounding. You know, they're cheap categories. I'm really thinking right now when it comes down to everything, when it comes down to the game, there's going to be a lot of small guards, at the beginning of the year, and then people are gradually going to go taller just because being tall has always been best. But being short, being able to figure out like, hey, I can get my layups up, I can do my dunks, and I can learn how to do some post work and post control and stuff like that. Big thing for 2K right now is knowing for a fact that if you're at an 85, that's it. Like, anything under 85, you're getting +1. That's what nobody was talking about. Like, they make the fucking worst example of somebody, you put your free throw up. You can put your free throw up if this is down and stuff like that. That's cool. That's cool. No, if I didn't put free throw on my build, there's a reason it wasn't on my build. Now that I get a cap breaker, I'm still going to put up my best category. But every category that's like an 80, for example, 80, 82, you're able to get to an 85. And after you get all these ratings to an 85, then there's going to be something. What does that tell you? What does that tell me and you? That 85 is once again the rating of threshold. To get high or good, decent on-ball steals, you need an 85 steal. To get high, decent quality blocks, you need an 85 block. To get good dunks off, you need an 85. To get decent standard dunks off, you need an 81. But if you have an 85, that's a little bit better. Same thing with mid-range, threes, free throw, pass accuracy, etc., and so forth. The list goes on and on. By the way, this is just a random build that they made, and this was interesting, but for it to be quote-unquote a worst category with 2 cap breakers, and I'm seeing that, yeah, you're talking about my free throw can get a +11, but why not my mid-range? You know, if you're going to do the thing for everything. Why, when I have a 26 3-ball, why can't I get that jump to plus, plus 15 like how it is on my standard dunk? My standard dunk and my 3-ball are the same thing, but I can't get plus 15 of that. Why not? Like, but why not though? So it's things like that where is that you balancing it? Like you're giving it to the weak ass categories that don't even matter. Like putting it on block and you're on a guard, it don't really matter. But when it comes down to my 3, I can't get plus 15 using one cap breaker, then plus 11 using another one. Why? So it's it's stuff like that. Constantly just noticing things like that. And this fucking weak ass Rebirth shit, chat. Don't fucking get me started on this shit, bro. Don't get me started on this. Oh my god, bro. It's not hard. There are people that are going to hit 90 overall in the first day, and it's not even going to be close. It's not even going to be hard to hit 90 overall. I want you guys to understand. The thing is, when you get to 95 overall, essentially saying if your build meets the requirement or gets the requirement to unlock these badges, that's it. So if I'm a person that can get Legend or Hall of Fame, Deep Bomber on my build, etc. and so forth, right? Then I'm going to make a new build as a Rebirth and unlock it and get it right away without me having to grind it out or something, or use these max +1s or these extra, what is it? The upgrades that you got throughout the season to max out a badge. No. So essentially what the game is selling you is this. We want you to make more builds, have them already maxed out, and be able to play the game more. We want your money. You want your build already maxed out, and we want you to be able to play the game more. We want you to be able to use these +2s and +3s, etc. and so forth in our game already. That's why we're doing this for you. Make a build, a 90, yeah, you Rebirth, get to 95. If your build meets the requirements for any of these, you're golden. I can make a center build that gets Legend Rebound Chaser, not even grinded and just run into the wreck. That's what I'm saying. It's, we're trying to be quick about it. There's nothing else within the game where it's like, I'd say it's really necessarily worth it. It's just, it's what you do. Then they go over and review this shit. This man is happy and proud of his product. By the way, if you don't know, that's Evan. He's responsible for majority of this shit right here when it comes down to the builder. But that's everything. It's basically NBA 2K25 2.0. If you want to test out what the game speed would be like you're playing on 60 game speed, go on to NBA 2K25. Go into Play Now. Or before you go into Play Now, go into the main menu. All right? Go to game speed. Put it up to 60. That's what you'll be playing at. Some of y'all won't be able to handle it, or it's going to seem like it's a big adjustment and the game is going to quote-unquote feel faster. Stop it. Not hard to deal with. Same badges are in the game. Same abilities and attributes are in the game. Nothing is, nothing. But you guys are giving it too much excitement once again. You're giving it too much power. You're giving it too much like, okay. No. We already took it with a grain of salt. I'm going to get up with y'all on the next one. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. And I'm out, bro. Peace.